guys, it's Hermie. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell from the title, this is another thrift with me and a thrift haul, but in New York City. As you can tell from the little behind the scenes that I share at the beginning of this video, I was there for work. It's a huge event that happens in New York City within the advertising community. I was very honored and very lucky to be part of a panel and participate in a lot of the event. But yeah, of course, when I'm in New York City, I have to go and thrift, right? And so I hit up a couple of spots. So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of some of the shops that I went to, and I'm gonna end it in a full haul, yes, revealing all the goodies that I got, and they're really, really great. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoy. So this was a spot I came across that was really close to my hotel, so I decided to pop in. I mean, this place was just jam-packed with items. Of course, I had to check out the jewelry. It was a little spot, not a lot of jewelry there. A ton of clothes, like just racks and racks of clothes. Like there was double bar racks in this place. So I just spent my time there going through all the t-shirts, all the skirts, all the tops. Like I said, just racks and racks of clothes, and they had double bars, so a top bar and a bottom bar, so you really had to make sure you really looked through everything. I came across this dress, and now looking at the footage, I kind of regret not getting it because it's just so beautiful. I have nowhere to go in this dress or plans to, but I know there's going to be an event soon. But just all the sparkly and beaded goodness, it was just gorgeous. This place had a ton of men's clothing, which I think is a bonus, so shirts, bottoms, as well as jeans. And then just cute little jumpers and things like that. So I really was in there to explore. I really love this jacket, but then I told myself, do I really need another jacket? So I did leave this behind. And like I said, just pulling out a bunch of goodies, just there was a ton of stuff there that just really was exciting to go through. They had a ton of sweaters, hoodies, things like that. And then I came across this really cute sweater. It says Beulah. That's my mom's name, so I always get attracted when I see things like that. Hey you guys, I'm finally back home from New York. It was a great trip and I cannot wait to share my hauls with you. So I ended up going to 3 different spots. One was a true thrift store and the other 2 were vintage. So cannot wait to show you everything that I got because I'm super excited. So let's start with the first one. Okay, so the first place I went to is called Faith, Hope, and Charity. It's a true thrift store, so people donate there. I'm not sure where they curate all their stuff from, but as you guys can see from like my little quick thrift with me video behind the scenes, this place has everything. It's really has great selection of clothes for female and both male, which I loved. I mean, just from like outerwear, evening wear, tops, shirts, skirts, everything you could think of. I mean, a great range of shoes for women and men, casual as well as dressy. They had a couple of cases of jewelry, but I wouldn't per se say they were known for jewelry. I would definitely say it's more the clothing. And a bonus is they have a dressing room, which is always key to remember to say. What I love the place is that they have really, really great prices. I will admit, when I was walking around, I didn't see a dedicated designer or vintage section. However, I went through all those racks and I did see designer and vintage pieces mixed throughout. So just based on my experience, I would say if you want to find the pieces, you just got to dig, and they're all hanging in between everything else. And so really great place. I ended up getting 1 piece of clothing and 2 accessories and 1 little, I guess 3 accessories. But let me show you the first thing I got. So the first thing I got is this Lacoste red shirt. Great quality, no holes, no tears. I love the fact that it's red. You know, red is so hot right now. I love that it's just this regular crew neck collar. This was $7.99. It's a really great price. And like I said, I just found this in between all the other shirts. I ended up getting an extra large. I think it might be a kid's shirt or maybe a women's because it doesn't fit like an extra large, but it is loose on me. So I like that too because it's not well fitted, but it's not super baggy. So that's the first thing I got, which I love. So the second piece I got is, I believe it's a belt, and the shopkeeper thinks it's a belt too, but it's this metal belt. It's very stretchy. These pieces actually can move back and forth, which I think is crazy. And it has this really cool kind of like lock system in place here. I got this for $8.99. What I liked about this is, even though it is a belt, I think I might want to use it more like a harness of some sort, or maybe like suspenders, if that makes sense, because it's so stretchy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe I'll just try to do this over my shirt right now, but I just think it's super cool because it has like this stretch material. So maybe I do this and put it over like a blazer of some sort and kind of do it like a holster, or I was even thinking like maybe like dangling it over my shoulders like this to kind of do a design. I don't know. You guys kind of get what I mean. So if all fails, it's still a really cool belt, but that's really why I got it, is I kind of want to play around with it because it's stretchy and you can move these pieces around. And so I just thought that was super cool. So I got that. The next thing I got was this beautiful necklace. And of course I tangled it right now, right when I pulled it out. Let me fix it. It actually is pretty easy to untangle. So the next piece I got was this beautiful necklace. So it has this heart charm, then this beautiful like circle floral charm, and then one right here with a hole in it. The reason why I really like this, you guys, first of all, I just like this drape detail and how all the charms kind of work together. But if you can see the color here, they have like these green beads that are like iridescent. It reminds me of seaweed. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you could see it here because that's why I wanted to be in this corner to kind of show it. I just think it is so cool. And I had to have it. And I actually already wore this when I was in New York over my Gucci little just like sweatshirt because I liked the green in it. But I just thought it was so unique and different. Everybody even said, they're like, oh, that looks really cool. Just how like the charms fall and stuff like that. I think it's also, it just looks cool when it's up on you. So that's a piece I got too, which I love. And I just love that, like, I don't know, seaweed. It's the only thing I think of. It looks like seaweed. Okay, and so the final piece that I got here is this beautiful sunglass case. It did not come with sunglasses. There is sunglasses in there because I'm going to get into that. But it was just a plain sunglass holder. I love this color. It's called Tiffany Blue. This is not a Tiffany sunglass holder by any means, but I just really love the color. And I shop a lot of vintage sunglasses, and so they normally don't come with a case with it. And so anytime I could get like a really great sunglass case holder of any sort, I always make sure I grab them. I think this was like $3.99. But I just loved it, and it actually worked out because I'm going to go into the next store that I went to, and I definitely got some sunglasses there, and I needed this for it, so it worked out. But yeah, so I got this. Second spot I went to is this vintage spot, and it's pure accessories, and it's called Eye Candy. The owner's name is Ron. He is super cool, by the way. He really knows his stuff. That's all I'm saying. But I want to let you guys know, like, this is a true vintage shop. Like, it's so well curated. The way Ron displays all his stuff in the store is just awesome. And apologies because you'll be like, I don't remember seeing video of you going there because I didn't record there. And I don't regret not recording there. I will definitely share his link below. He has an Instagram page. But the reason why is I just enjoyed myself in there so much that I didn't want to record. Like, I went there right before the shop opened. I was the only one in the store. I was walking around and I just was really enjoying myself. I was having a conversation with Ron. He's the owner of the store. And, you know, I was just having a really good time. That's why I love going to places. I love just like talking to the shop owners. I love to know how they curate their pieces. I love to learn from them. So just when he was like explaining some of the stuff that he had in his store, I was like, oh, I get it. Like I could see the aesthetic on how that 70s and 80s or 90s. And so it's just super cool. The layout of it, and then I'll make sure, like I said, do link below so you can see some of the images on their Yelp page or their Instagram page, is it is really like true accessories. So if you want sunglasses, any type of jewelry, so I'm talking about like brooches, necklaces, earrings, rings, like he has everything so beautifully displayed in all these different glass cases. He has rows and rows of like all these vintage purses just all around. He also has like ties. I think I saw a couple of vests. He has vintage hats. But just really, really great stuff. I did see a couple of faux fur jackets in there. I'm not sure if that's just because it's seasonal or kind of why those were in there. But the reason why I say this is I know a lot of the thrift hauls tend to have a lot of clothes and people share a lot of clothes. This is a true vintage accessory shop. But I promise you're gonna find some awesome things in there. And so I did, and that's what I'm gonna share with you what I got in there. So the first thing, of course, is the mystery sunglasses that I have in this case that you're probably wondering. So these are gorgeous. So it has a case here and it did come with a little pouch. Yeah, let me bring these out. Let me bring these babies out. Look how cool these are. These are 1970 Pilar Crespi Italian sunglasses. And what Ron was letting me know, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, this brand was so huge. And he's like, not every brand makes it big in the US. He's like, oh, these are huge, but look at how cool these are. Like what? Look at this. Look at how cool these are. Like, just like the gold detail right here. I love how the lens is dark. I love this blue detail that's just carried through the whole thing. They're just so beautiful. They're so unique. It's not something like you could just go walk into a store these days and find, you know? And so I saw these in the case and I was like, I want to try those on. So I just want to caveat, I'm going to keep these on while I say this. You know, I'm going through my other thrift haul here. This is a true vintage shop. And I say that is because I'm familiar with prices. And when you go into true vintage shops that have designer quality pieces, especially from Italy and things like that, you're going to pay for them because they're really quality. And I'm telling you, if you could hold these right now, you'd be like, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about when I hold these glasses. And so I just want to caveat that when I went there, I knew that I was going to be spending a lot more than I would if I went to a Goodwill or a Salvation Army. And even when I went to that first thrift store that I talked about. And so when I go over these prices, I just want to caveat, sorry, I got a dog hair in my mouth. So when I caveat with these prices, I intentionally knew that this is what I was going to do. And I just want to say that because I want to make sure everybody's always responsible when they're shopping is, I knew that I wanted to do this. So I actually held back doing a couple of thrift stores and held back doing some shopping because I knew my trip for New York was coming up and I wanted to make sure that I enjoyed my time there. And if I found some really quality pieces, I was going to be able to walk away with them, if that makes sense. And so I love these glasses. I love the gold detail. You can just see this. I'm going to put these on one more time just because I want to wear them again, but I just love these. I think they're super cool. And the price on these were, I forget, but they're either $125 or $135, but totally worth it. I love it. I love the vintage feel of them. I love the blue. I love the gold, and they're just absolutely, absolutely fabulous. And it's so serendipitous because I actually got this case earlier in the week when I went thrift shopping. And so when I got those glasses, like, I have a case, I can put those in. And so that was very wonderful to do. So that's the first one. I just told you it's all around accessories. So of course I got another pair of sunglasses when I was there. And so check these babies out. This is the original case. It is Ray-Ban's sunglasses Bosch Lam. You can find these online. I will tell you the price that I paid for these after I show you them. But it really pays to go into a store and try and find it. But look how cool these are. So these are the wings. So you can see right there, the logo right there, the wings, Bosch Lam collection. They look so 70s and so cool. Like, look how cool these are. These look so unique. I got these for $160. If you go online, because they have to pay all the seller prices, all the shipping and all that stuff that goes with it, these can run over $300 when you find them online. I didn't know that they were $300. I saw these and I really like them. You guys know I love supporting small businesses as well. So when I saw these, I was like, these are so cool. I saw these actually in the front window case. And so when I went to the store, I was like, I need to check out those Ray-Bans that I saw in the front case that you had right there. But look how cool these are in the original case. Like, look at this, just looks 70s. Or look at this case. It has a little plastic thing in the middle there. I just think they're so cool. So I had to walk away with these two. I was just like, yes, yes, yes. And so I got these as well from Ron at Eye Candy, and I love them. I'm gonna put them on one more time so you can see. And I know they're big. I know they're super cool. Like, I wore these coming home from New York because I was like, I'm not putting on makeup on an all-day trip going to New York back to California. Didn't have to wear makeup. These were great. These are, I love these, but these just look so cool. If your hair's up and you can see it, if your hair's down, they're bold. Yes, 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 all the way, every day. So that's what I got there too. So I got one more belt, and I got this beautiful Yves Saint Laurent belt. And I say the E because it's from the 80s. Let me see, oh wait, I'm trying to do it. So it was YSL still at that time. Look how cool that is. The classic YSL heart charm, the hammered metal, which I love, all 100% leather. So cool, so freaking cool. I mean, you guys, look at that. Look, I saw this. I mean, this charm alone has so much weight. It is like insane. But I'm gonna be wearing this all the time, you guys. I mean, especially now for fall, winter. Can you see that over a dress, a cool pair of jeans, maybe tilted to the side? I mean, this is just so cool. And so this was 125 that I got from Ron. So I got all those. So I got the two sunglasses and this. But yeah, I had a really great time there. Definitely check out that place. I cannot, if you want vintage sunglasses, if you want vintage purses, if you want vintage jewelry, anything accessory, if you're ever in New York, or if you live in New York, because I know a lot of followers here and a lot of people on my Instagram handle and my social media are from New York, check out this place, you guys. Check it out. Know that you're gonna find a signature piece, and just know, like, the prices are reasonable. Like, if you look at it and you look at it online, the prices are reasonable for being in the city. I'm telling you, I cannot speak highly enough of Eye Candy. I just can't. Like, you gotta check it out. So now I'm gonna go into the third location. Okay, so the third and last place I went to is a true vintage shop as well in Greenwich Village, and it's called Madame Matovu. I don't know how you say that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but the shop owner there, her name is Rosemary. Super sweet, once again. You'd be like, I don't remember seeing any behind the scenes of that. I didn't capture anything there either, you guys. It was raining that day. It's a super narrow spot, and I just had a great time. For whatever reason, I have like dog hair in my mouth. For whatever reason, I got lucky again. When I went to that shop, I was the only one in there. It started to rain, and so people were like leaving, and I was in there and I was able to talk to Rosemary. She's super cool, like all the stuff she was curating. And so I really got to just know her. And so such a fabulous place. She has been mentioned in some fashion magazines. And the reason why I want to check out her spot, to be honest with you, is because Sarah Jessica Parker, like the Queen of New York, literally posted about this place a couple of months ago, maybe even like 6 months ago. But I remember I put that on my list. I was like, I'm gonna hit at this spot. I don't care, I have to make room for this spot. And so I did. And so I'm gonna show you what I got inside. But this is a cute bag that she gives. I don't know if she does this bag for everyone or just because of all the stuff that I purchased, and it was raining outside. So she said she didn't want it to get all soggy when I left, because it was a super rainy day. But I just thought this little bag is cute, and it's like, that's kind of what it came in. So I wanted to show that packaging. But really, really cute stuff. So I'm just gonna go in here and show you the first thing. So the first thing that I got was this beautiful beaded purse. It has like this, like, what is going on today? Now there's like a fly. Hair in my mouth, a fly. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, take two. Okay, so what I got is this beautiful beaded purse, and it has this little thing where you can put your hand in. I'm gonna use it as a waist purse. That's what I wanna do, is like slip it in through one of my belts, clip it through maybe like a purse strap that I have lying around, but then kind of make it like a crossbody. I just think it's so cute. She as in Rosemary over this location had a lot of these, but I ended up going with this one because of the sparkle in the beads. You guys know I love a sparkle. So when I was going, which one do I do? I saw this sparkle and I just love it. This one admittedly is not big enough to hold a modern day phone. Yes, an iPhone, like an iPhone Plus. So, but it is great for like your keys, your cards, a lipstick, things like that. So I just have to, I don't know why I'm giving this much information, but people always say like, well, my phone don't fit in it. I just have to make sure that if the days that I use this, I'm either going to be comfortable holding my phone the entire time, or I'm going to have jeans or some type of a pocket to like slip my purse in. I mean, to slip my phone in. And so I just have to be a little bit more thoughtful when I am wearing this because the phone, it does not fit. But don't let it stop you buying these beautiful vintage purses that were tiny and small, because they didn't have cell phones. They were thinking of fitting in there. And so you just kind of have to work around the outfit and be a little bit more intentional when you buy pieces like this and you want to style it. But anyway, so I got this, and this was $65. Like I said, a true vintage store. She curates beautiful things. The next thing I got was this beautiful, so when you go in there, and I'll share the Instagram handle like I always do with everything. There's this beautiful display of just like brooches and jewelry and stuff like that. And so I came across this little charm pendant Christian Lacroix thing. I don't know what it's for. Even the shopkeeper, Rosemary, she wasn't sure as well either, but it's just so beautiful. It has really great weight. And you guys know I love a good DIY when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I'm either gonna do like a pendant where it's gonna dangle like this, or I'm gonna make it into a necklace, so a pendant right here. But I'm gonna be really creative with this. One of the ideas, and maybe I'll put a little image here, I've been seeing it's just like jewelry hanging on your blazers and stuff like that. So I was thinking of like a big safety, like beautiful safety pin, and kind of putting here dangling and like putting other charms. And so that's what I got here. And I wanna say this was like either $35 or $40. A really beautiful piece. The third thing I got at this store is this beautiful Kenneth Cole Reaction charm bracelet. Like, just look at all the detail of these charms. Like even this purse right here, how it has extra little chains on it. I mean, this thing has so much weight. It is like insane, you guys, how much weight is in on this bracelet. I just think it's so beautiful. I love that it's yellow and silver metal, so it can really kind of blend in with all my current collection and jewelry. What I realized, and what Rosemary was telling me, is that like it's all the signature things that Kenneth Cole is known for, and he even has the keys to the city right here. So it's super cute. Like even this shoe, this cute little flat has a stone in it. So I just thought it was like super cool, and it looks beautiful on the wrist too. Look how beautiful that just sits. And so I thought that would be just cool with like a long sleeve or like a blazer, and that kind of just poke through on my wrist right here, because it is like so heavy, and it's a showstopper. I wore this already when I was in New York, and people are asking about it. They're like, that's a really cool bracelet, like all those charms. And you know, like charm bracelets are coming back. I don't know if they ever really went away, but they are definitely have a strong comeback for people who probably wouldn't consider them. Now would be, but just like so beautiful and so fun. And so this is the third piece I got. Okay, so this is my fourth and final piece that I got. It is this beautiful 1990s YSL necklace. So yes, another Yves Saint Laurent piece I got. This was, yeah, it's 1990. This was priced at $175. It just looks nice. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, but I used to sell jewelry, and rose gold really became big. I want to say in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s, but maybe it was maybe back in the 80s and 70s. But when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, like you didn't see a lot of rose gold. I definitely remember seeing it more when I was in college. But this color palette, just like the black, the silver, like the different black, silver, and like gold, it just looks like a 90s color palette. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but when I saw this, it just looks so gorgeous. I feel like my mom too had something very similar when we were little, whether it was something that she sold or she wore, I don't recall, but when I saw this, it just reminded me of my mom. And then I was like, it's so beautiful, and it's such great weight and such great quality. And then right here too, you can see the little vintage YSL tag right there on it. But I just think it is so Beautiful. It is so gorgeous and it has great weight. You guys know every time I talk about jewelry, I definitely have some pieces that are just fun that don't have great weight. But this one has great weight. I mean, just look at that with like another stack. Like it looks the same. It kind of looks like little skinny snakes just because of the black chains in here. But I just thought this was so awesome and so beautiful. And so this is the fourth and final piece that I got at that location. All right, you guys, that's my haul. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. For me, I definitely don't have a favorite. I can't even think of a favorite. Even that necklace that I got for $6.99 at Faith, Hope, and Charity thrift shop, I really love that one just as much as my YSL one that I got. I just honestly can't really pick a favorite. I think just like the shopping experience, doing it all together and then coming home and being able to share it here with you, it just gets me more excited about all of this. So definitely let me know in the comments below what you like and what you want to see more, because I definitely had a great time. I love sharing with you and I love being part of this community. All right, you guys, so can I ask you something before you click away and leave? I just have to ask you a question. If you could answer in the comments below, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So lately, since I started my YouTube page, I've been really intentional in the way that I've been trying to create videos, recording the stores, and really what it's had me do is kind of increase the frequency of when I'm going to these stores, but also talk to the shop owners and talk to the employees, because they are seeing me go into these stores a little bit more frequent. And what I've been getting is a lot of these employees or these shopkeepers are consistently telling me like that I'm really good at what I do. They're like, I could tell that you're intentional. I can tell that like you know what you're doing, and how, like, I could see you navigating the store. And I'm getting these from people who like live and breathe this every day, whether they own the shops and they're curators themselves, or they're employees who witness people coming in and out of the doors in these Goodwills and Salvation Army locations all the time. And they're telling me this. And so it kind of sparked an idea for me. It's like, how can I make a video to show my audience what these owners and employees are seeing and what I do? And then I thought about it. I was like, is that something that you guys want to see? Because I know, at least for me, when I'm on YouTube, I love a good thrift high. Like, that's what I call it. I call it like a thrift high, like watching a video of someone navigating a store and then sharing their thrift hauls and their finds. And it's like an excitement for everyone. It's like this adrenaline rush of watching that content. But I want to know from you guys, are you guys also interested in shopping and just having tips and tricks? And I don't mean just like the simple things like, oh, when you go into a store, hit the ties first before this, or when it's fall, always go to the coats first. Like, I mean, really like, what do I do when I go into a store? Because the way I navigate a vintage store, so Rosemary Ron store, is very, very different than the way I would do Faith, Hope, and Charity, which is a thrift store, right? Or when I go into Salvation Army or a Goodwill. And so I just want to like know if that's something that interests you guys, because I'll definitely make a video. I'm not going to make an e-course or anything, but I think maybe incorporate more voiceovers or try to capture more of a scene of what I'm thinking, of when I'm shopping, how I dug, how I found these pieces, and how I eventually decided what I was going to buy. Because when you think about it, these shop owners and these employees, they're the first ones to see my haul, because I'm bringing this stuff to the counter, right? Or I'm working with them to get stuff behind, you know, the glass cases and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it to toot my own horn, but I'm tooting my own horn. Consistently, everybody's telling me, I could tell, I know what you're doing. Like, this is really awesome stuff. Like, just seeing how you're putting this together, I can see the vision. And so anyways, I'm rambling now, but if that's something you guys want to see, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I'll definitely down to do it, I guess is what I'm saying. So let me know. Appreciate you guys as always. And like I say, I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening from wherever you're watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Okay, bye.